Welcome back. Have you ever noticed how your feelings change towards someone after you take the opportunity to get to know them? Here at CityView TV, we believe we become a more involved society the more we know and understand about each other. Because of this, we have launched an ongoing series on 30 Minutes called I Am Richland, as a way to introduce you to the many talented, hardworking, and unique people that, like you and I, call Richland home.
Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "The only gift is a portion of thyself." Sometimes we come across people who spend their free time volunteering in different organizations and institutions. Thankfully in Richland, the spirit of volunteerism is alive and well. Richard Nordgren, by his own admission, is a full-time volunteer. He is dedicated to serving others, and every day he strives to make a positive impact in the community he so deeply loves.
I am by nature a curious and energetic person. So it's antithetical to who I am just to not be involved, not to do things. I'm part of a generation where it's sort of expected that you participate in the community that you live in. I spend approximately 3 days a week as the executive director of Elijah Family Homes. We're a faith-based nonprofit that provides affordable housing for low-income families in recovery. And there's a goal that we have in mind at the end of the time, that they will move out of the ranks of the impoverished and the homeless, be able to, maintain their own independence and dignity that comes from paying your bills by the sweat of your brow. I spend maybe a day and a half volunteering with my church, and then I spend time as a volunteer in police service with the Richland Police Department. And I'm the president of the organization this year, so I have a leadership role. But in terms of programs that I'm involved in, there's two that I do quite regularly. One is the vacation house checks. When people leave, they can request that their homes would be checked by volunteers. The other thing which I do quite regularly is handicap parking enforcement. We make sure that people who are parked in the reserved spots have the authorization to do so. And I'm also a member of the Richland Housing and Community Development Advisory Committee. Another interest that I had is the alphabet houses here in Richland. The city realized that the history of Hanford and Richland was important and that it should be recognized. And one of the ways that it could be recognized would be by establishing a historic district. And there's a set of guidelines which have been established which allows cities to designate parts of their city as a historic district. Well, to find out if there were parts of the city which met the criteria and if there was enough houses in those areas to do that, we had to do a survey. And there was a few of us that took clipboard in hand and went around the city, and we looked at these houses and assessed whether they did or did not meet criteria. And I think I put my eyeballs on about a third of the houses of Richland doing that. And up in the northern part of Richland, there were enough homes that were close enough to original that it could be designated. And that is today part of the landscape up there. There are markers on the street signposts, and there's larger signage that indicates when you're coming into the historic district. And you go up in that part of town and it does feel like you are back in Richland as it was many, many decades ago. I am Richard Nordgren, and I am Richland.
What an inspiration. I truly hope a little bit of Richard's kind heart rubs off on others in our community. It would be amazing to see the impact we could have if we took the time to put others first and help out those in need. Great work, Richard.